welcome everyone to your favorite pencil series on YouTube, the Stationery Fetishist. Today I'm going to share my most recent haul, stationery haul, thrifting haul, and I'm sad to report that it was kind of a fail. So I will demonstrate for you today why that occurred. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so these are the pencils that I have acquired recently. They are, just come in closer here, I got a semi-full pack of these Papermate Mirado classic pencils. Now these are one that I wanted to get. I already had the Sanford Mirado in the collection, so I was interested to see what the later iteration produced by Papermate was like. So I was happy to see these. I grabbed them. Unfortunately, by the time I got home and took a look at the package, I realized that these were actually not American-made pencils. They were actually produced in Mexico. So generally I would tend to go for something produced in America for an American pencil, not one that has been outsourced. Generally, it seems when companies are trying to cut costs by outsourcing, they're also looking for other ways to cut costs, and often you see the quality of materials go down, quality control, etc. They're just looking to cut costs on all fronts, as it were. So back to these pencils. I was a little bit trepidatious to try these for that reason. However, I realized I should give them the benefit of the doubt. Why not try it with an open mind and see what they're like? The packaging looks the same, and they still have the slogan, "The world's smoothest writing pencil." Well, if they're going to say that, they should have something to back it up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare these with the earlier iteration of the Sanford Mirado pencil here. Here is a one from the early 2000s from my collection. I have this sharpened, and I'm going to compare that with one of these later versions that was manufactured in Mexico. Now I should say that I have actually done this test already, but I'm just going to do it on camera now to demonstrate the difference between the two. So first off, why don't we just take a closer look at the Papermate here. Now, I did notice that the quality of finishing is not quite as good. I don't know if you can see that, but near the ferrule, the crimping is kind of sloppy. There's a chipping paint here. It looks like the quality has gone down a little bit, at least aesthetically, visually. But it does say it's still a cedar wood pencil with the world's smoothest writing lead. So let's put that to the test. Okay, so I'm just going to move my microphone closer to the drawing surface. So hopefully we'll be able to pick up. You may not be able to hear me as well now, but hopefully we'll be able to pick up the sound coming off the paper when we're doing this comparison. And I did use my AKG condenser microphone here, which is a little bit more sensitive, so hopefully we'll be able to hear the smoothness of these pencils when I write with them. And let's get right into it. Okay, so first of all, we're going to use my early 2000s Sanford Mirado pencil here. So listen with me. And again. And now we're going to try the same thing with the Papermate Mirado here. And again. And one last time. Here is the Papermate. And the Sanford. Papermate. Sanford. Okay, so just going to bring the microphone back out of frame towards me. Alright, so hopefully that came across in the video, the difference between those two pencils. Basically, this is just confirmation of what I found out before when I first purchased these, that the new Papermate branded version of the Mirado pencil here is inferior. It's much less smooth, much grittier feeling, and the grittiness, I hope, came over the microphone, and you could hear that. Much less smooth than the original. Well, I shouldn't say the original, actually, because these have been around for 100 years or so, I would say. But my earlier version, produced by Sanford, was much smoother. Felt much nicer, and the quality of the finishing is much nicer as well. You can also see here, I'll bring it in closer, both here, so maybe you can see the differences, aesthetic differences a little bit better there. Slightly different color on the shaft, and better finishing on the Sanford near the ferrule area. The ferrule is brighter on the Sanford Mirado, and on the Papermate it's more of a dull brass kind of finish, bronze brass, and then the crimson band around there is also much brighter on the Sanford and a little bit duller on the Papermate. Alright, so that about wraps it up. Thank you for watching. Usually my thrifting experiences are quite positive. However, this one turned out to be a bit of a hashtag fail. So stay tuned for future videos on the same subject. Let me know down below if there's anything in particular you would like me to discuss in relation to stationery products. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, Tinder, and Tumblr as per my usual request. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.